All right, I'm just gonna record because I don't want to spend too much time thinking this up. You may have noticed I lost a lot of weight this year. I think it's an interesting topic to talk about because I have lost 20 pounds or more on multiple occasions in my life, and I really don't know how to explain it because there are just some times in my life when I was more lazy. In my mind, I still want to lose weight. In my mind, I still want to be healthy. In my mind, I still want to work out. But for some reason, there were some points in my life where it was just so difficult. Like, you just didn't want to get out of bed in the morning to go work out, and, late at night. And I don't know how to explain why. I really wish I had a good way to absolutely make sure that everybody, there's no way that, there's no one way that works for everybody, and there's different motivations. I've talked to different people, and some people are like, oh, I got motivated because I started dating somebody, or I started motivating because I got motivation because I had kids and I wanted to be like, a friend of mine was telling me that she had a friend that the doctor told him, you're not going to make it to your kid's 5th birthday, and he's like, oh shit. And so that was his motivation to lose weight and to be healthy, and you've seen some celebrities, they lose weight because of health issues, they have a heart attack, or some stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I really don't know how to tell you the motivation. Like, a couple times for me, I lost weight just because, like, for instance, when I went to college, I lost a lot of weight because I went to college and I really didn't have too many friends. I had friends, but they were all doing their stuff and they were all going out and drinking and partying and stuff, and for me it just became this very habitual thing. It's like, I found that it works best for me when I get in a habit. Like, I set up Monday through Sunday, this day I'm going to run, or this day I'm going to swim, this day I'm going to lift weights. And also, I'm a person that I need variety. Like, I couldn't run 5 days a week. There was a time in my life when I was trying to run 5 days a week, and I was just like, ugh. Like, I have to switch things up. I have to, like, DDR, I have to swim, I have to run, I have to just mix it up completely. That's me. And again, I think it's important to find what works for you. Because, like, I've talked to some people who, like, they run all the time, and I'm like, well, why do you like running so much? And they're like, well, because it's easy. Because it's easy, you can get it out of the way, it doesn't require you to drive anywhere. That's why sometimes default I'll just go into a run, because this is stuff that I knew beforehand, but it was even more cemented this year when I started reading this book, when I read this book called Atomic Habits, and they talk about, doing the little things and how you set yourself up into a schedule, and how it's all about setting yourself up to be successful. And part of the success is to make it easy for you, like, if you're going to have to get into your car and drive to the gym, and change your clothes and do all that stuff, you're just putting more obstacles ahead of you for you to not, get to your goal, or get to your thing that's going to get to your goal, And I think, and another thing that they talk about in that book is to have, like, the clear motivation. Well, actually, maybe that's a different book I'm reading. It's called Finish What You Start, which I'm reading kind of right now, on and off. Yeah, but I mean, you have to kind of understand what your motivation is, and it's really weird because you think that some stuff is really a motivation, but it's kind of not. It's funny. It's weird how motivations work, and if you read that book, you'll understand more. Or I could guess I'd revisit it when I'm a little bit more clear about it when I finish the book. But as far as, like, for me, what seems to work for me when I work out, or when I want to lose weight, is, one, I think I don't focus too much on the weight itself. There's some times in my life where I'm constantly like, oh, did I lose 2 pounds? Oh, no. Like, sometimes in the morning you wake up and you had, like, a big dinner and you haven't taken a dump in the morning, and you're going to be heavier than when you normally are. Or, sometimes you didn't eat last night and you're going to be super light. And so I try not to focus too much on the numbers game, because I think it's very easy for you to look at the numbers and be like, oh, God, I didn't make any progress. Damn it. It sucks. So I try not to look too much. It's encouraging. It's encouraging when you look at it. It's the same thing with, like, doing YouTube videos. When you look and you're like, oh, I got a lot of views, you get more encouraged to do more stuff. But then when you get less views, you're like, and I try to not get too focused on that. I try to focus on more like, hey, I'm getting healthy. Like, hey, I ran further than I did yesterday. Or, like, after my run today, I wasn't as tired as I was, like, 3 months ago. and I try to focus more on that rather than the actual numbers. And two, I try to say, like I said, I try to stay on schedule, because when you're just kind of like floating around and like, oh, what should I do today? It's more of a chance of like, nothing. I'm not going to do anything today, So I try to stay on a schedule. I don't know if you can see, but well, here, let me grab it real quick. So actually, Atomic Habits had me writing out my schedule. Like here, if you look at it, here's the month of September. Like this is my month of September. Like all the days, you see some blank spots here and there, and then those are all the days where either I run, I lifted, I DDR'd, I swam, and I write them all down. And the blank spots, that's something I learned, from the book, but also like things. The most important thing is it's nice to keep us to be perfect, right? As Asians, we're taught to be like, oh, you got to be perfect 100%. If you got a 99, well, where's that other point? And I think that was very discouraging for me growing up in school and in college, because it's like, well, if I can't get perfect, then what's the point of trying? And that's something as a Asian son, I had to kind of get over. And the lesson I've learned now is like, if you look at this calendar, every time I missed a day, I made sure not to miss the next day. So if I missed a day, it's fine. I got tired. I went to sleep early. And then the first thing I woke up, I'm like, dude, get your workout done now. Before you do anything else, do it now and get it out of the way. And then the rest of the day you can have off and do whatever. You don't have to worry about it. But don't miss that. Like, I try extremely, extremely hard not to miss 2 days in a row. You miss one day, fine. Get back on the horse. Don't let it linger. That's the easiest way to start getting off your schedule. And then as far as non-working out stuff, what's really helped me this year is that I pretty much cut out all the sodas. Like, I used to drink a lot of drinks and sodas and sweet tea. Sweet tea was a big one. I was always drinking sweet tea, and because it wasn't fizzy and sugary soda, sugary, like what's it called? That fake sugar, glucose, whatever. I cut out sodas, and that was a huge thing. Because if you look at like most meals, first of all, the sizes in America are huge already. Like, you get a burger and a fries and a drink, and you're like, that's half of the calories for a day, pretty much, if not more. If you go to Whataburger, that's the calories for a day. That's 2,000 calories in one like Whataburger combo meal, And the thing is about it is to portion it out. You gotta like portion it out, and then also like get rid of the stuff that you don't absolutely need. Like for me, I hate being on a diet, man. I don't want to like, oh, I can't eat this, I can't eat that. Like, if I want an ice cream sundae, or if I want a milkshake or some cookies, dude, I'm gonna have them. Like, there's no point in being on a diet and being miserable every day because I don't want to eat this. Maybe I'll go on a really strict diet to like lose the last few bit of pounds that I'm trying to right now. But yeah, most time if I want to eat something, I eat something. But it's just about like because I think if you completely shut it down and don't eat cookies, then I think you're going to be like, one day you're going to be like, holy shit, I really want some cookies really bad, and you'll have like a box full of them. I'm bad at that. I'm really bad. That's one of my problems is, first, I love to eat, and secondly, I'm not good at like, I'm a very all or none kind of person. Either sodas are good, okay, or sodas are not okay. I'm not okay just being like, oh, let me have one soda today, special occasion, and then tomorrow it's a special occasion too, and then yeah, it's out of control. So I'm not great with that. But I've really tried to portion it out. Like, if I go to a fast food place or I go to a burger place, yeah, fine, order the burger. Just don't have the fries and the drink with it. What's helped me a lot is I have drank so much iced tea this year. Just non-sweetened iced tea. I can't do the water all the time. I need something to break it up. So I've just completely become an iced tea person. And I don't like doing diet sodas or diet drinks because I feel that when I drink those, you still get that sweetness, right? And then your mouth and your body still kind of craves like something sweet, So it's just easier for me to get off of it completely and not have that craving for that sweet drink or some sweetness, So just been drinking tea like crazy, and portioning out your stuff. Because if you look at the stuff in America, man, they like some of that stuff you really don't, you really don't need that much food. It's amazing. But also, I try not to starve myself too. Like, if I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat, right? If you're hungry, eat. For me, at least, that's how I am. I can't like starve myself. I can't when I don't eat, I get lightheaded. I get miserable. I get cranky. That's miserable. I don't want to be miserable. So if I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. I just try not to eat as bad as, is available. Sometimes late at night, you have no choice. But yeah, I mean, that's mostly the main stuff that I kind of go through. I know early on when I started my weight loss this year, I was always hungry because I was so used to like stuffing myself full, and then it took a while to kind of just get through it. Then your stomach kind of shrinks a little bit, and you're like, oh, if I have one burger, then I'm full. Because I used to like eat a large sandwich and chips, and then the drinks. I mean, if you break it down, watch, like most entrees, like meals or sandwiches, will be like 6, 8, 1,000 calories, and then you add in the fries or chips, which will be another 300, 400, 500, 600 calories, which is almost as much as the sandwich itself. And then the drink, if you get a drink, it's always like 200, 300, 400 calories. And then for me, I always got like multiple refills. So I would like drink one with my meal, and then I'd drink one to finish my meal, and then I'd get one more refill to take with me. And like, dude, oh man, I don't know how I did it back then. Cause like I even told stories to people when I was in college, man. I would go to Chipotle and just get 2 burritos. I just get 2 of them, and and then I just eat one and then walk back home to my dorm, and then I'd sit down in my dorm, and then I'd just eat the other one. So Brad, when I was living with Brad, he was always saying like, David, if you didn't eat so much, you'd be like the cuttest guy, the skinniest guy ever. But you eat so much. So, yeah, that's kind of my stuff here. I'm going to go re-listen to this, and whatever I missed out, maybe I'll do up in a follow-up video. I hope this helps you guys a little bit. I mean, I think it's important just to, I don't think, I'm not the kind of person who can just go cold turkey all the time. Well, I am, actually. Never mind, I take that back. But it's one of those things where you have to realize this is like, don't look for a shortcut. I think that's the thing I would tell people is like beforehand, it's like if it's too good to be true, it is. You're not going to just suddenly start drinking a shake every day but eat terrible and messy and be able to lose the weight, anything worth doing in life is not easy, and it's hard, but it's worth it if you're willing to put the time in, and just know that it's going to be like a life change. You're going to have to change certain things about your life. Change the things that you can, and the things that you don't want to change, it's fine. Hold on to them a little bit, and eventually it got to a point where like I was okay giving up certain things because I was like, well, I really don't need it that bad, or, so, if I have this, then I don't need that. And, like if you look at my like video game collection, that's something I'm still holding on to and not really letting go yet. And maybe like when I get married or when I have kids, I'll just be like, well, yeah, video games not really that important anymore, so I'll give that up. So, we'll see. But I mean, I hope that helps. Just at least just to start talking about it. Take it easy. It's not going to be an overnight thing, and just you got to fall in love with the process. You got to fall in love with doing that stuff, and then when you do, then it becomes super easy and fun, and then you'll start seeing improvements. And that's kind of where I am right now. I'm a little bit worried because when I say that I've lost weight multiple times, like 4 times, that also means I've gained weight multiple times too. So how did that happen? And maybe that's a question for another time. But thanks for listening. And yeah, leave some comments if you have any questions or whatever, or if you disagree or whatever. Yeah, or you can shoot me up on Twitter or the Instagram or the other stuff. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.